Hello everyone, Kevin T. Rudd here, film critic of themoviewizard.com and comic reviewer of thecomicbookguide.com. Welcome to my first video in two new series of eBay related videos. After the pretty positive feedback of the last video, I decided I wanted to continue doing stuff about eBay. Just for the record, I do like eBay. The only reason I'm bothering to make these videos is because I like it. If I hated eBay, I wouldn't bother. I would just cancel my account and I wouldn't bother making these videos. I might make one video to say how much I hate them, but other than that, that would be it. Yes, I love eBay. I make money off eBay, and that's why I want other people to succeed on eBay. And believe it or not, there are ways to do that, even though eBay is making it very difficult. Now, today's topic is going to be about PayPal, which is one of the most controversial companies on eBay. The issues with PayPal are well documented in many other videos and websites, from issues that they freeze your accounts for no reasons. They apparently put a little legal clause in the fine print on, the fact that they can put their hand into your bank account or whatever account you're linked to and take money out of it without question. And these horror stories are all true. And to make matters worse, eBay is making it so that you have to accept PayPal or online payments. You can also take things like Propay, which I recommend because despite the annual fee of Propay, it is a government certified credit. Basically, you are not responsible for any fraudulent chargebacks and stuff, which is how it should be. But I know for a lot of people, PayPal is kind of the only way to do it. Now, I still accept PayPal. I know some of you are like rolling your eyes and saying you should really get out of it. I know it's true, I should. However, for the sake of argument, I'm going to have to say I make a lot more sales when I use PayPal. I hate to say it, but I do. So therefore, I have to find a way to work with it. However, I am also aware that eBay can do anything they want to. So, here's some advice for those who want to sell on eBay and have to deal with PayPal. First of all, when you sign up for a PayPal account, you have several different options. People do not realize this all the time, but you do. First of all, go to the withdraw funds under the My Account. You have several options. The one that is the most common is the withdraw funds to your bank account, which usually takes place in 3 to 4 business days. This is popular because it's fast, it's free. Here's the problem though, this is the access to your checking account. And it's going to get you into trouble eventually. The next one is probably the safest one, but it's not used the most. It's the request a check from PayPal. The processing time is 5 to 10 days. It's a little bit longer, and they charge a $1.50 processing fee, which is the reason it's not very popular, because on top of the eBay fees and the PayPal fees, the last thing you want to do is have to pay another $1.50 fee, which starts to look pretty big compared to everything that you've already paid on this one little auction. The third thing you can do is shop with a PayPal debit card, which is instant. However, it's really not much safer than the withdrawing to your bank account. In fact, it might be worse because PayPal has direct access to this. You can get your cash out of an ATM. It's also instant. Again, there's a $1 fee, and I think most people just don't care about it. And as for the last two, they are not really money withdraw things, more or less. They are, more or less, just promotional tools for eBay to sell you more stuff off their site. Now, here's the thing. If you want to avoid eBay or PayPal, who are essentially the same company, from getting into your pocket and taking your money, here's how you go about doing it. First of all, you sign up with a separate checking account. Now, it can be with the same bank, but for an extra measure of security, you might want to sign up with a separate bank from the one you usually use. For example, let's say my regular banking and checking account was with Bank of America. That means I would sign up for an extra checking account at Safe Credit Union. And I'm not saying those are the banks I do use, but theoretically, that's what I would do. Now, since the Safe Credit Union checking account has been opened for the purpose of PayPal, whenever I get a payment of something, Here's how I do it. I print the shipping label through PayPal first, then I pay off whatever eBay fees there are. I withdraw the money, leaving just a couple of dollars in there in case of a surprise expense. And then when that money is in the checking account, I go to the checking account. I go to the bank. I withdraw the money and I put it in my real checking account. This is probably the most surefire way to not get screwed by PayPal. Unfortunately, as you probably figured out, it's a lot of work, but hey, it's your money. You got to do what you have to protect it. And outside of simply not using PayPal, this is the way to do it. Never leave more than $10 in your PayPal account, because here's the thing. PayPal can only take the money that you leave available to them. If there is only $10 in your PayPal account and there's no money in the checking account that is linked to that PayPal account, then they have to pay the buyer with their own money. Now there is of course a backlash to that, in the sense that your PayPal account might be suspended, but as we all know, it's pretty easy to get a new PayPal account with a Fox email address, and of course you link it to that banking account, and most of the time PayPal will not catch it. Outside of that, I really do recommend that you use Propay, because Propay is a site that is authorized by eBay. Their final credit fee is similar to PayPal, and of course it is government authorized. The difference between Propay and PayPal are two things. One, not a lot of people have Propay, which is a shame, but they don't. So unfortunately, you have to kind of acknowledge that if you decide to use Propay only, you are probably going to cut some of your potential buyers out of the equation. The other downside to Propay is that it's got a $5 monthly annual fee, which, in my opinion, is really not a big deal. But of course, it depends on how much stuff you sell. If you're only selling a few items a month, then yeah, this probably doesn't seem like a good idea, because at that point you might as well just throw that stuff away. You're not making any money. However, if you're like me and you're selling hundreds of stuff a month, then Propay seems like a pretty reasonable investment. And as for those who don't want to take credit payments at all, you're welcome to try and get away with it. What a lot of people do is they put a picture in their auctions saying that they accept checks, money orders, and cash. And here's the argument that you use should eBay ever catch you. Not that they probably will. But if they ever catch you, and I was caught once, and I kind of talked my way out of it by pointing this out. Basically, if you get caught accepting any other forms of payment and eBay says that you cannot do that, you tell them this. The 10th Amendment gives you the right to accept, if nothing else, cash. That legally they cannot tell you how to accept money. The 10th Amendment guarantees you the right to, accept whatever payment you want, so long as it's not illegal. And ironically, since they require you to take PayPal, you could point out that that is technically a monopoly, and therefore that is illegal, and if they want to challenge you on